Hi besties, you're welcome to my channel. So today we'll be learning how to produce zobo drink, commercial zobo drink in large quantity. Okay, so the very first thing I normally do is to wash my fruits, blend it and keep aside. And also note that this pineapple peel, many people always put it inside their zobo. Personally, I don't. I cook it separately and pour the water into the fruit juice. This is to reduce to stop the reduction of the redness that will be mixed. You get, most times when you put the back in your zobo it sucks, it comes out red, so I want to avoid it. I cook the back separately and pour the water inside the fruit. And remember that you are going to get the accurate measurement for your zobo. Now I am cooking 1 pint of zobo and I want accurate water. So I first of all cook my zobo, cook my fruits, know the exact quantity that I have there before using the water, before cooking my zobo. This will enable me to know the exact quantity of water I should be adding. So I'm done blending the fruit. This is me sieving it. I use this chiffon cloth or cheesecloth. Use it to sieve your fruit. Sieve it 2 times because it's always heavy, so that you won't have residue in your zobo. So this is the fruit. Look at what it looks like. I also added the back of the pineapple peel in this zobo. So all of them joined together made up 5 liters that I got in my fruits. Then I now proceeded to producing the zobo. All right. This particular method will help you not to lose much of your redness, because we need enough redness. We want our zobo to be that thick red. Okay, so to avoid it, cook the back of your pineapple separately, then pour it inside your fruit. All right, even the fruit, put it in the can, in the bucket where you're going to pour your zobo. So this is my zobo and I've picked it and I'm washing it. Make sure you wash your zobo no matter how fast. Please, it is very, very necessary to reduce germ. So this is the ingredients I'm using. I'm using salt, I'm using ginger, I'm using cinnamon stick, I'm using cloves. Then I have to put all of it together and blend it. You can use any blender or your mortar to blend it, then pour it inside your zobo. While the zobo, allow the zobo to boil. Once it starts boiling, scoop it, because you're going to still rinse and wash again so that it doesn't get melted. Okay, so I first of all scoop inside this sieve, this aluminum sieve, then scoop it back into the cheesecloth, because I don't want any residue, I don't want any particles in my zobo. So you don't always only use the sieve, also use this cheesecloth. And if you look, this cheesecloth is two. I use the black and the blue one just to make sure I avoid it. Okay, after cooking your zobo, you add this flavor. I don't use sugar, I use this particular flavor. But before you add this flavor, make sure you melt it. Okay, make sure you use hot water to melt it. After melting, use your spoon to turn it very well so that it will dissolve evenly. If you don't have hot water, you can use hot zobo that you have already cooked. Use it to melt it. But before you put this particular flavor, make sure that your zobo have cooled down a little bit before you add your zobo. Remember, we are cooking commercial quantity. Make sure that you measure everything you are using. You see that scale beside it? Use it to measure both your cinnamon, both your ginger, everything you are putting in your zobo. This will help to maintain a particular taste for your zobo. If you don't use measurement for it, you may end up having different taste at different time. Some days you may assume, your assumption may make your zobo taste better or taste less. So use your scale to make sure you do appropriate measurement. And once you're using for your water, make sure you're using a bowl that has these lines, the measurement in liters. It will help you to know the amount of water you are adding. For this 1 pint of zobo, it always gets me 30 liters of zobo. One pint of zobo always get me 30 liters of zobo. If you want it very thick, you can make 25. If you want it loose, lesser, you can make 35 or even 40. So it depends on the quality of what you want, but whatever, make sure that the particular one you produce today, you should be able to reproduce it exactly the same the next time you want to do it. Okay, so this is my preservative. I actually use this preservative to make my zobo last longer, because you cannot be producing for commercial production without adding this preservative. Of course it will spoil. You'll be producing a whole lot. Like for this particular one, we'll be able to produce cans of zobo. Okay, so this is the final look of what the zobo looks after adding everything you needed to add in this zobo. You stir it very well, keep it aside. If you add your preservative, keep it aside, allow it to rest for hours before you start scooping it. Make sure you cover it very well. Make sure you cover it, and once you start scooping it, please put it in your container. Before you use the container, wash your container very well to avoid spoilage. When you add your preservative, most times people think it will last forever, but it end up spoiling because you didn't wash your cans very well. You left it open after adding your preservative, thinking because you added preservative it should last for long. It's not like that. Please, once you add your preservative, cover it very well, and once you fill it, make sure you use airtight cans to cover it. Okay, cover the zobo so that it will not be able to attract the bacteria that will eventually spoil it when it is being cooked. Okay, so this is a normal way of producing our zobo. Now this is what it looks like. This is actually more than what we produced, but for commercial production, this is exactly what it looks like, after which you'll be able to seal it. Okay, you'll be able to see your zobo. For now, I have a class where I taught all this in details. In fact, this particular production is 3 painters of zobo that got 300 bottles. See, in that class I explained everything you need to know, from the proper measurement, how to get customers, how to sell, how to brand, the mindset you need to pursue your business as a zobo seller, and a whole lot. That class is just 5,000 naira. Even your preservative, the proper measurement, the accurate grams you need. Click the link or chat this number to get in the class.